an animated royal satire that has been criticised for its mocking depiction of Prince George and the Duke of Edinburgh. Also shows Prince Harry as an inattentive father who has to work at a coffee shop to pay the bills after his TV projects fail. The Prince, created by Family Guy executive producer Gary Janetti, centers around a fictional version of Prince George as a child tyrant with expensive taste, a withering sense of humor and a dim view of his family. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are depicted living in an Los Angeles apartment after quitting royal life, with the pair eventually forced to take the bus to work to make ends meet once their money starts to run out. Harry, who is voiced by his friend and Montecito neighbor Orlando Bloom, arrives at the coffee shop and asks how to make a cup of tea. In a separate episode, he hands over a gold ring in a supermarket because he doesn't understand how to pay. The 12-episode series, which is available to stream in the US on HBO Max from today but is not yet airing in the UK, threatens to make a dent in the public images Harry and Meghan have spent months carefully crafting. It has also drawn criticism from viewers over its decision to parody the young royals, with many noting George, Charlotte and Louis have not chosen their public lives. Others said it was upsetting to see Prince Philip ridiculed with grey skin and a humpback just a few months after his death at the age of 99. Archie also features in the series but, unlike his cousins, does not appear to speak. In one episode, Harry ends up in a coffee shop after his TV projects fail. The storyline is a nod to real life as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have secured a $140 million Netflix, £100 million deal. On their way to their respective jobs on a bus, Harry asks her, "Why are there so many people in our car? And why does it smell?" When he arrives, he asks his stunt trainer, "My favorite drink is tea. I'd love to learn to make tea, but is that too advanced?" Meanwhile, Meghan returns to her former career as an actress and leads classes. She is also seen auditioning for TV shows. In episode 2, Meghan asks Harry to look after Archie, who Harry mistakenly calls Arby, and pick up milk while she goes to an audition. Clearly confused by how to buy milk, Harry walks down the street and asks strangers, "Milk?" before finding his way to a grocery store. "F me, the whole aisle is a refrigerator," he says, after being directed to the milk. He hands over a gold ring to the member of staff who helped him and says, "For your kindness." He proudly presents the milk to Meghan, saying, "You don't need to work anymore because I've found this. Game on, America." His exasperated wife replies, "Okay. Well, you don't get paid for that, but I'm super happy for you, you're figuring things out." Later, Meghan phones Kate and says, "Hi Kate, it's Meghan, just wondering if you've heard from Harry." A bemused Kate asks, "Meghan?" The Duchess of Sussex replies, "Meghan Markle, your sister-in-law." The call ends after Kate is overheard telling William someone gave her our number. In the opening episode, Harry has to come to terms with the size of his LA apartment and is shocked by how a fridge works. Looking around, he says to his wife, "This might be the smallest palace I have ever been in." Meghan corrects him, "Well, it's an apartment," to which Harry replies, "Yes, an apartment palace, I know that. Lots of tiny palaces inside one big palace." The prince has drawn criticism from viewers over its decision to parody the young royals, with many noting George, Charlotte and Louis have not chosen their public lives. Others said it was upsetting to see Prince Philip ridiculed just a few months after his death at the age of 99. The Duke of Edinburgh, voiced by Downton Abbey's Dan Stevens, is portrayed as drooling and vacant, and at one point collapses onto the floor while the family continues to talk around him. In another scene, he is seen gasping at the dinner table, pointing Prince George to ask an aide to get the defibrillators ready. The 12-episode series, which is available to stream in the US on HBO Max but is not yet airing in the UK, was originally due to premiere in the spring but was delayed following the Duke of Edinburgh's death on April 9. In a statement at the time, the network said, "We were saddened to learn of Prince Philip's passing and will adjust plans for the series debut. A new date will be announced at a later time."